Again, furthermore, onto the mental health side of it, hydration, even mild dehydration can lead to, poor concentration, fatigue, low mood. If you look at it in extreme circumstances, look at how fighters, when they come out of a weight cut, they come out of a sauna or something like that when they're trying to make weight for a fight, UFC fighters, boxers, whatever it is, these people are struggling to stand up. They're absolutely exhausted. And you can imagine the cognitive impairment that there is there. Now, that's obviously an extreme example, but if you peel that back, you can start to understand that how the mechanism of action, or where that this stuff could actually have an impact. So making sure we've got adequate hydration, and we're getting plenty of water and plenty of electrolytes into our diet is super important as well. Again, energy levels, overall well-being. I start the day, I have a pint of water that sits at the side of my bed. I don't really drink during the night, try not to. Wake up in the morning and I get that down me, and I try and get another one down me before I have anything else, before I have a coffee or anything like that. So I'm a litre of water in before I've started the day. You can even salt your water a little bit as well, a salt light or a sea salt or something like that in there to improve that electrolyte status as well first thing in the morning. Again, I've noticed an improvement in energy levels just anecdotally as well. Sometimes I can feel a bit sluggish if I wake up and I don't get that water and electrolytes into me straight off the bat. So something to try out and see if it has a positive effect. All we're looking to do is stack up all these positive effects, as many of them as we can, and then we get the buy-in, and then it just becomes part of an overall identity shift. You start doing more and more of these things, you just realize that you've kind of shifted a lot of what you used to do into these newer, healthier, more supportive habits, or more supportive of a thriving environment. You start to do a lot more of this stuff and notice the benefit. Gut health on mental health, again, used to be woo-woo kind of stuff, but we know there's a strong connection between the gut and the brain, that the gut-brain axis is a real thing. It's where your gut feeling comes from. That's an actual understood phenomenon. It's not just a saying. It's an actual thing. So like I said, eating fibre-rich fruits, vegetables, probiotics, even yogurt, kefir, anything that's kind of supporting that healthy gut microbiome. Fermented foods and things like that as well, sauerkraut, all this type of stuff. Anything that providing that it digests well for you, if it's supporting that gut microbiome, again, it's not only having that positive effect on nutrient absorption, nutrient partitioning, it's also going to have a positive impact on your mood and overall stress levels. And these things are all interlinked as well. When I was going through some pretty mega gut issues, again, my mood and my energy levels were tanked. Likewise, when I was on top of my gut health, and I was on top of my gut health, things were going well, and then I felt like it kind of tanked a bit. I was starting to get these symptoms again. And luckily, I track my stress just on a score from 1 to 10. And I was noticing, my stress was elevated, and therefore, my gut health was also impacted. My the digestion of food was impacted, and therefore you're starting to get some of those negative effects that I had been experiencing prior to becoming aware of this type of stuff. So, it's all interlinked. We need to be managing our stress as well. We need to be supporting a healthy gut microbiome in order to thrive. And this is the idea. The idea is to put yourself in a position where you're offsetting things like fatigue. You're not feeling tired. We're not supposed to be walking about feeling, a 6, a 5, 6 out of 10. That's not normal. We want to be aiming for 8, 9 out of 10 every day. 10 out of 10. Why not? Why can't we feel like a 10 out of 10? So it's important to kind of give this stuff the appreciation that it deserves. And when you start to change some of these things and you start to actually see the benefits for your endeavors, then again, positive feedback loop, it becomes a habit and a behavior, and it just becomes part of your everyday life.